Wall Street expert Linda Jones has recently sparked discussions regarding Ripple's celebration of the legal victory against the SEC last month. But what does the 78-day reference mean? By the way, what are we to take away from the recently published case study focusing on the central bank digital currency venture from Palau and Ripple Labs? Moreover, VanEck has advised RIAs on handling token security, citing the SEC versus Ripple case in their publication. Finally, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson has once again commented on the drafts of William Hinman's controversial speech on cryptocurrency. But is there any proof of Ethereum bribing the SEC against XRP? Stick with me till the end to find out more. If this sounds like something of much interest to you, be sure to check out this new video starting now. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest updates on XRP and the cryptocurrency world in general. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, we happily send you a special welcome. We invite you to hit on the notification bell so you never miss another video. We are announcing that this channel has a giveaway of 200 XRP. To stand the chance of participating, all you have to do is simply subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment with the hashtag XRP, and the winner will be announced on the 15th of October. In particular, Jones took to X to pose a question about Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse's peculiar reference to the 78 days since the lawsuit victory judgment. She inquired whether there was a specific reason behind this mention or if it was merely a casual remark. Jones invited other members of the XRP community to share their interpretations. The XRP army, known for ascribing meanings to seemingly ordinary events, weighed in on the conversation, offering diverse interpretations. An X-user, Oro Giorgio, speculated that Garlinghouse might be hinting at an upcoming development. By adding 78 days to September 29th, the day the Ripple proper party took place, Giorgio arrived at a supposed auspicious date of December 16th. The commenter noted that December 16th is close to Christmas, a festival widely celebrated in the United States. Moreover, Giorgio noted that the Ripple CEO initiated his speech referencing Christmas. This prompted the notion that Ripple might have something special in store for the XRP army during the holiday season. Maybe they'll give us a good price on XRP for Christmas, Giorgio speculated. Interestingly, the Wall Street expert agreed with this idea. "Love that," she remarked in response. Notably, Giorgio disclaimed his speculation should not count as financial advice. Also, others contributed their thoughts on the significance of the 78-day reference. Some XRP enthusiasts pointed out that the Ripple proper party occurred precisely 78 days after the U.S. court delivered the victory ruling about XRP's non-security status. Notably, these commenters seem to imply the reference to 78 days is a casual statement of fact with nothing underneath. Meanwhile, another X-user, Peter Ansel, proposed a different perspective. Ansel suggested that the mention of 78 days might have been a way to remind the staff of their landmark legal victory. According to him, this, in turn, could have been an opportunity for those in attendance to express their appreciation for the achievement. Please, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. According to the case study featured on Forbes, Palau represented an economy that ideally needs a CBDC owing to its financial landscape. As a cash-based economy, the success or failure of any introduced CBDC can easily be visible and, as such, showcase what is possible or not among central banks aiming to introduce something similar. Per the case study, financial inclusion is one of the significant benefits the National Stablecoin or CBDC project will bring to the Pacific Island nation. With much of the population underbanked owing to accessibility, the CBDC has carved out an arguably more accessible alternative. With settlement costs growing considerably, it is also assumed that Palau CBDC will bring a transformation in this regard, helping to lower the costs and boost the settlement time. Financial inclusion is one key advantage, providing access to banking services in underbanked areas. Cost efficiency in transactions is particularly crucial in remote locations where high transaction costs can inhibit economic activity, the case study details. Besides these benefits, the potential of the CBDC in bolstering cross-border payments is also high, and the design of the CBDC to improve logistics and security in the financial sectors presents an ultimate game plan that the case study notes have added to its appeal. As a blockchain payments firm, Ripple Labs has been innovating in several ways to enhance the current payment infrastructure concerning CBDC. As a key partner in the Palau stablecoin initiative, Ripple has helped to build the CBDC infrastructure and power many innovations to help improve its overall use case. Besides the launch of the Palau stablecoin, several innovations have been added, including wallet-to-wallet feature integrated back in August. Ripple is currently occupying a position in the CBDC race that might see as many as 30 different central banks tap its services in the near future. Overall, the Palau and Ripple CBDC partnership has been a good case study focusing on robust infrastructure, user education, offline wallets, scalability and adaptability, and regulatory compliance that many central banks can learn from. Furthermore, in a recent publication, the prominent U.S. asset manager VanEck offered insights to registered investment advisors, RIAs, regarding the regulatory status of tokens within the crypto market, particularly citing the SEC versus Ripple case. The publication The Future of Finance, RIA's Burning Questions on Crypto offered answers to frequently asked digital asset-related questions. VanEck noted that the need to publish the crypto FAQ for RIAs comes amid an era of exceptional wealth transfer and growing enthusiasm among young crypto investors. The US-based asset manager stated this era posed advisors like RIAs with numerous unknowns as they navigate the evolving landscape. One of the concerns VanEck addressed in the crypto FAQ for RIAs is the classification of tokens as securities. VanEck referenced the ongoing Ripple Labs versus SEC case to answer the concern. The firm highlighted that, at the moment, programmatic, secondary sales of tokens are not securities, according to the U.S. court. VanEck believes the Ripple case is a preliminary reference for understanding how tokens traded in blind bid/ask trades on exchanges and DeFi protocols are perceived legally. Yet, the firm stressed that the perception is subject to change given that the case is still under trial. On the other hand, VanEck noted that if a token is eventually categorized as a security or is designed explicitly for tokenizing securities, it must be placed under qualified custody. Additionally, it stated such would be subject to securities regulations and any compliance conditions stipulated by the custodian. Moreover, VanEck addressed the issue of managing the risk associated with tokens being deemed securities. It advised RIAs to incorporate qualified crypto custodians into their digital asset onboarding process. Besides, the asset manager mentioned that this preemptive approach ensures that custody can be seamlessly transferred to the qualified custodian should a token be designated security. Also, the publication suggested standards for determining whether a token should be held in custody. Now to our main focus for the day. According to the drafts of William Hinman's controversial speech on cryptocurrency, is there any proof of Ethereum bribing the SEC against XRP? Please, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. In a recent AMA session, Hoskinson asserted that the activities leading up to Hinman's speech do not prove corruption but favoritism. Hoskinson pointed out the importance of the speech, as he believes the drafts helped expose the SEC's thought process. Recall that Ripple Labs released Hinman's documents in June after a multi-year legal battle. The documents revealed vital events leading up to the speech that saw Hinman declare Bitcoin and Ethereum as non-securities. Notably, the document showed that Hinman, who was director of SEC's corporation finance, met with Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin a week before the speech. These events resulted in speculations that the Ethereum team bribed Hinman to give Ethereum a free pass. However, Hoskinson said the incidents leading up to the speech did not prove any corruption. Hoskinson made this known while responding to questions about his thoughts on Ethereum Gate, a theory alleging that Ethereum officials established relationships with top officials at the SEC to ensure favorable regulation for Ethereum. Regarding the Ethereum Gate theory, Hoskinson said the crypto community has been talking about two separate things. On the one hand, Hoskinson said the theory involves the allegation that Ethereum officials used connections, relationships, or money to convince insiders at the SEC to go easy on Ethereum. However, he said some XRP community members speculate that the ETH Gate theory involves the Ethereum team bribing some SEC officials to go after XRP and Ripple. These are very different things. It is one thing to use relationships to protect your own thing. It is another thing to use relationships in a conspiracy to attack a competitor, Hoskinson remarked. Per Hoskinson, no evidence supports claims that Ethereum officials bribed the SEC to attack XRP. You have yet to give any evidence whatsoever that a single meeting has happened where someone from Ethereum bribed or gave money or convinced a member of the SEC to go after XRP, said Hoskinson, a co-founder of Ethereum. Last year, XRP community members criticized Hoskinson for describing their claims as a grand conspiracy. Expectedly, his recent remarks have also infuriated the community as members took to X, formerly Twitter, to call him out. Meanwhile, Hoskinson recently denied his involvement in the Hinman speech scandal, stating that he left Ethereum for years before the controversial remark. Make sure you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, you can help enlighten others just like you have been enlightened by sharing this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news everywhere, guys. If you are a true cryptocurrency fan, don't miss any of our content. See you tomorrow to talk about the latest news that concerns us all as a community.